Oh, sorry, Christ. It's like it. Let's check the sound. Let me get a card in the chat if you can hear me. A card in the chat if you can hear me. Baba Kashar, the water. Which means in Hebrew, a number 1 in the chat. A number 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Baba Kashar. Baba Kashar, please. All right. Sign Christ.
Sounds the law.
All right, most high Christ. Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakatah to the brother. Yahweh Shema Athamba Shem Yahshua to the sisters. I'm priest and officer Paratazah. ISUPK, the Israelite School and University School Practical Knowledge, started off for 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hahn. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. They are God's chosen people according to the Bible. Let's clap it up for the Most High. And also, let's clap it up for our King that's giving us an example how, you know what I'm saying, how to conduct yourself as an Israelite. Let's clap it up for Yahweh Shah. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Baba Bishop, can you go to StreamYard? Let me read it. Read the title.
Written aforetime for our learning.
It said, written aforetime for our learning. Written aforetime for our learning. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American. This is the history class. Since 1969, ISUPK, the Israelite School of University School of Practical Knowledge, been teaching the history according to the Bible for the 12 tribes of Israel. When did your Christian church ever said that? When did your Catholic church ever said that? You know what happened? Our oppressors became the Israelites. What year did you say Ancient called Jesus Christ? His name is Yahweh Shah Mashiach in the Hebrew. What year do you realize that he wasn't white? All my life, I was born in the 70s. All my life, I thought the angels was white. God was white. The Egyptians is white. Everybody in the Bible was white because they had pictures. What? Salaki, Adawan, do you know they had the Bibles with the pictures in it? Everybody was white. And I'm talking about in the 90s also when you picked up the Bible. I remember that. And I wasn't a Bible believer. I didn't believe in the Bible. I didn't believe in the Most High. I didn't believe in Yahweh Shah Mashiach. I thought those were all white people. That's what I thought. I thought God loves everybody. On the same note, I did not believe in the Bible. So what I'm thinking about that God loves everybody? God is love. God came for the whole world. But I always said that. How come they look like you? You lynching us. And you already know, sir, I was a blackity black dude. You see what I'm saying? I was a blackity black dude. You try to say I gotta be in the same kingdom as Ronald Reagan? That's what I always said. Somebody ran a game on us, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Somebody don't lie to us. This is the time when I'm talking about. It wasn't no internet. You had to go to you had to go to the library. You had to have a library card. You had to read the books. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. The title of the class was written aforetime for our learning. Who was the our? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Matter of fact, let's go to the New Testament. Let's go to the New Testament to Romans chapter 15, verse 4.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Can you stop it? So can you blow that up? Blow that up a couple here. Just go all the way up in the water. You go, yeah, and the which name is down right there. See the plus sign? Yeah. All the way to the line.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, and verse 4.
Perfect.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope.
Oh man, Blacks, Hispanics, and name it. What foretime that he's talking to? This is in the book of Romans. Did Romans have foretime? Did Romans had the written word? No, it was the Israelites. So how can, you know what I'm saying? How can another nation gonna preach a foretime? How they gonna teach, you know what I'm saying, what Paul was teaching? If, you know what I'm saying, if a Moabite is teaching this scripture right here, how would they teach it? Is the Moabite foretime? We got to find out what foretime means. So, like, can you look up the definition? Foretime. A foretime. Because it said, oh, go ahead, a foretime. It sounds like forefathers.
Aforetime means in the past, formerly, or at a previous time.
Oh man, in the past. So what was written? Because the book of Romans wasn't there, but guess what was there? Torah and Tanakh was there. Bob Gashar, read that again. Romans.
The book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 4.
Mm-hmm.
For whatsoever things were written aforetime.
For what? It says right here, for whatsoever things was written aforetime. What things was written aforetime? That's what we got to say to ourselves. When, you know what I'm saying, when the, you know what I'm saying, when the Catholic Church, the Muslim mosque, your neighborhood Christian church, what foretime? Actually, you know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what I mean? When people, you know, people talking about, oh, Gentiles can have it. Yeah, okay, Gentiles would mean nations. What foretime of the Romans? What foretime of the Greeks? What foretime of the Moabites? What foretime of the Egyptians? What foretime of the Ammonites? What foretime of the Canaanites? Is that what Paul talking about? Or he's talking about the foretime of what? The Israelite Constitution. Because that's what's only thing that's on the scene. Remember, he was a Sadducees of Sadducees. He knew the foretime. And we're going to go into the foretime. Read on, sir.
Were written for our learning.
Say that again.
Were written for our learning.
It says right here, for whatsoever, you know, the Christian church love that whatsoever, right? You know, God died for whatsoever, which means everybody. Oh no. Who would know about the foretime? The whatsoever. The whatsoever is Israelites. The whatsoever is the tribe of Judah. The whatsoever is the tribe of Benjamin. The whatsoever is the tribe of Levi. The whatsoever is the tribe of Simeon. The whatsoever is Zebulun. The whatsoever is Ephraim. The whatsoever is Manasseh. The whatsoever is Gad. The whatsoever is Reuben. The whatsoever is Naphtali. The whatsoever Asher. The whatsoever is Issachar. That's the whatsoever. The whatsoever is what? The 12 tribes of Israel. Yasha Allah. They know the whatsoever. And we have to be trained about the whatsoever. The same way that the priest and the prophet of ISUPK go on the streets. And we teach our people the whatsoever was written for a time. And remind them who they are. To remind them, somebody stripped away your heritage. Somebody stripped away your name. And we remind so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians who stripped away our heritage and name. It says it right here. It was written for foretime. It's written for our learning. Our learning. We're going to learn for the past, from the past. You know that saying, sir? What they always say? Salaki, you know what they always said about the past? Like right now.
Leave it in the past.
Oh no. The other one. The other one. They say this. This is the same. Because we say it was written for a learning. I mean, Salaki, for what was written, whatsoever things was written aforetime was written for our learning. Whatsoever was written in the past was written for our learning. You know what they say? If you don't know the past, if you don't know the past, you're going to destroy the future. If you don't know what you did in the past, you won't have a future. If you don't know what happened in the past, you condemn to repeat the things in the past in the future. Right now, it's Martin Luther King birthday, quote unquote, holiday right now. Right? That's aforetime. That's a brother. America have all types of surveillance on Martin Luther King. I don't want, all his things that what he was doing in the dark with white women. You understand what I'm saying? But how come they don't have the surveillance on the people who want to unalive Martin Luther King? You notice that? They was following him, but right, they would end up following the person who want to unalive Martin Luther King. And they ain't do anything about it. So don't let America think about they doing something for you. They have Martin Luther King on surveillance, but they didn't have the person who assassinated him on surveillance. Because the person who assassinated him was following him on surveillance. America unalived Martin Luther King. That's what happened. For whatsoever things was written aforetime was written for our learning. Read on, sir.
That
what?
We.
Say that again.
We.
So-called blacks.
We.
Hispanics.
That we.
Native American Indians. That we, us, our kind, our kinfolk right there. Our kinfolks. That we, our people. That we, you know what I'm saying? People from Whitney Young, people from the Bronx, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, Mexican Mafia, Hoovers, Bloods and Crips, Latin Kings, Yetas, that we, read on.
Through patience and comfort of the scriptures.
Through patience. We need patience when it comes to these scriptures. Through patience and comfort of the scriptures. What scriptures do you have? We have God's scriptures. What scriptures do you have, Bloods and Crips? Latin Kings? Whitney Young? Cottage? Slow Bombs? School Street? Warburton? South Bronx, Harlem, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Strathmore, Michigan, Compton, Watts. What hope do you have? What scriptures do you have? Or we just wrote our own scriptures? Read on, sir.
That through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Might have hope. I hope died, priest. Today I saw somebody online, sir. You know what I'm saying? A Judite. You oh man. I say this time and time again. You know Judah, their sins is written in a diamond tip. You know that, right? Today, check this out, sir. online today. This brother said that I'm glad that we got our oil from Venezuela. An African American, a foundation Black American said, I'm glad that we got our oil from Venezuela. Think about what he said. That's what he said, sir. Our oil? I'm glad that now we don't have to pay so much for gas. We are, we the creme of the creme. The tribe of Judah is the creme of the creme of stepping fetches. Oh, we are the creme of the creme, sir. The creme. We know this beast. We don't educate other, other nations that come to this country about this, about the so-called white man, and we still lick his boot heels. We still do it. We know the history of this country. We know that they set up white Jesus doctrine. We know they set up slave master doctrine. We know that America said, the land of the free, and we was enslaved. We know the hypocrisy. And we got to stop on saying, sir. That's what happened. Romans chapter you see here, Romans chapter 15, verse 4. For whatsoever things was written aforetime in the past, what things was written in the past was written for our learning, Israelites, our learning, that we through patience, Israelites, I know it feels grim right now. But believe in the Most High God and your people, that we will get it right. And comfort of the scriptures might have hope. They don't might have hope. The Most High God. We got to follow the Most High God. Then the hope happens. Our power. Stop following behind our slave master. White Jesus doctrine. Then what happened? Sloppy, sir. You could drop that. Let's go, Sloppy. I just had it. Let's go to Job. Just had it on me. Job chapter 3, verse 1. You know what I mean? We're gonna go into Aforetime. Then I'm gonna go back and read it again. What's written in Aforetime was written for our learning. We're gonna go to the fourth. Joel. Yeah, Joel. Chapter 3, verse 1. We're gonna go to the Aforetime, because that's what we have to do.
The book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
For, behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
Go on.
Verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Go on.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel.
So, go on.
Whom they have scattered among the nations.
Wait, listen to that. That sounds like a history book about Yasha Allah, the Israelites. That's that Aforetime right there. That's Job, right? That's the book of Job right there. We bring the history on the Israelites in the book of Job. For behold, in those days, what? The captivity days. And in the time when I shall, who is the I in this verse? Anybody who's in the chat, can you check the chat? Who is the I in this verse? Because we got to find out. Who is the I? Is anybody on?
Nah.
Oh, the I is the Most High God. The I is the Most High God. when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, verse 2, I will also gather all nations. I will gather all nations. You know what that word in the Hebrew means, nations? I will gather all nations. Goya. We read in the context. We read in the context of this scripture right here. You know, I will gather also all the what? Gentiles. You see what I'm saying? I will gather also, it's also, I will also gather all what? The heathens in the scripture. Goyim, which means nation, and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of judgment. These nations. And I will, look, and will plead. Who's pleading? The Most High. The Most High God is pleading with them. The them is who? The heathens, the other nations. You see the context? That's the context right there. These is not Israelites. The Most High God is pleading for the Israelites. Therefore, my people. Oh, wait. Not everybody, people. The Most High God people was written aforetime, was written for our learning. The Most High God will plead for his people from these other nations. You got to realize what it means to plead according to the Most High God. You know, the Most High God plead for his people in Egypt. And everybody in the all the firstborn was unalive. Boils, diseases, pestilence. That's the Most High God. That's his pleading. It says right here, for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the Goyim, these other nations, these other heathen nations, and parted my land. Read on, sir.
Verse 3. And they have cast lots.
Say that again.
They have cast lots for my people.
Oh man, you know the Levites know about this. They have cast lots for my people. Read on.
And have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine, that they might drink.
Oh man, these other nations, these heathen nations, they had a dice game, 4, 5, 6. Hold up. What do you want? They're going to say they're going to speak to the French. The French people, you know what I'm saying, talking to the British people, talking to the Spaniard people, and say, yo, you know what I'm saying? I'll play you dice. I have a dice game with you that I'll be able to take over half of Hispaniola. Are you ready to bet? Are you ready to bet? Oh, they cast the lots for the God's people. Oh, they threw the dice for the God's people. That's what they did. And the Spaniard said, okay. He said, I run that bet. French, run that bet. Guess what the French did? The French ran 4, 5, 6. Now they got Haiti. The whole island was Hispaniola. And they chopped it down through the middle because the French cast the lots 4, 5, 6. The same way Did anybody, this is the same way that they did in Brussels when they chopped up the continent of Africa, the Europeans. The same way that you see, hold up, Salakia, sir. Did you see that conference last week about when Donald Trump was talking about how he gonna use the Venezuela's oil? Do you see that conference with nothing but Blanquitos was at that conference? You see that conference? Oh, you didn't see that round table? It was live on TV. Salakia, if you may, sir, the conference with Donald Trump was talking about how they want to divide the Venezuela oil amongst the oil company in America and Europe. You got to look at it. It was live on TV. He was there talking about another another nation's natural resources and how these white people are going to chop it up. Right. No, literally nobody said nothing about it. Look at it. Oh, hold up. Just I can find this online, sir. It was a conference. Only thing you got to find a picture of the conference of Donald Trump talking about the oil. They sitting down on the table, and you see nothing but all oil companies, all of them, all of them. It's crazy. It's crazy. When you see it, you're going to be disgusted. You're going to hear how arrogant these blanquitos are, these snow roaches are. You want to see how you know what I mean? Just I can take it because I want to. Scroll down. They say that at the table. There they go right there. Look at that. Look at that right there. You see that? They talking about another nation natural resources. That's what they're saying. UK, what you gonna do with the natural resources by us invading Venezuela? Well, we're gonna do this, and that. Yo, what you gonna do with the Haitian natural resources? Yo, we're gonna do this, and that. What about the gold? Oh, don't worry about it. It's gonna benefit. Look, it's gonna benefit us more than it benefit the Venezuelan people. You know, and we got Uncle Toms in Venezuela right now. Uncle Toms. They're sellouts in Venezuela right now. Try to say we didn't have sellouts here. If the money's right. So like, can you fast forward that? No. And I want people to see, blow it up. I want people to see that table. If they do like a full affordability, safety, and security, they have like they're doing a one by one. Yeah, because all right, they got another wide cam to show you everybody. But everybody's giving their point of view what they're gonna do with another nation's natural resources. This was boom. And you know what Donald Trump said? What are you going to do about it, Venezuela? What are you going to do about it, Caribbean? I call people that I said this. I said, if another nation invade Jamaica, what? You know what I'm saying? Who going to protect Jamaica? If another nation invade Antigua, who going to protect Antigua? Anybody? Antigua's army is the Americans' army. Venezuela's army is the Americans' army. Mexico army is the Americans' army. Do everybody realize that? I said that a long time ago. I said it a long time ago. Only island that have a defense is Cuba. An army. Because they protect Cuba from the beta pigs when America invaded Cuba in the late 60s, early 70s. When they said that Cuba tried to did a launch on America, which was a lie. Because it was, remember with the Blanquitos Cubans was coming to America and set up a coup to try to take over Fidel Castro. Everybody forget about the beta pigs? This game is big. Mexico, you do not have an army. Dominican Republic, you do not have an army. Your army is America. Mexico, your army is America. Jamaica, your army is America. There's nobody protecting you. That's what happens. These people is talking about another nation's resources, how they're going to chop it up and get rich. All white men. All Europeans. All conquerors. And nobody's talking about it. Look at that. Look at them. Look at it. They talking about Venezuela's natural resources. Yo, what you gonna do about the gold? Yo, man. Oh, we're gonna chop that up. Look at this. They're talking about Salakia, sir. You gotta listen. If you listen to it, you're gonna feel disgusted. You're gonna be like, what? There's not one brown face there say, nah, I'm not down with it. You know what? Do you know what they all say? I'm glad that you invade Venezuela so we can get this money up. You know that's what they said, right? That's what they said it on live TV. What was written in Aforetime was written for our learning. Through, you know what I'm saying? Slack, is that what it said? Through
patience.
Through patience. And let me see here. Just pull up you can pull up two tabs with the scriptures on.
We through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope.
Oh man, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Venezuela ain't got no patience nor scriptures. They think you don't remember. They said what did they always say? That thing that they suffered from, sir. What is it? Marajo Rasa. That's what they say. Marajo Rasa. Like
Mahoha,
yeah, Mahoha.
Mahoha
Rasa, which means further the race, make the race wider, better the race. That's what they mean. Don't get nobody dark skinned. Get somebody who look like Donald Trump. You try to say Venezuela ain't suffering from that, you know what I mean? Suffering from skin tone. Go back to the book of Job, Salakia. Start from 3. Oh, that's wrong.
For behold, in those days and in that time when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat. and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations, and parted my land.
And parted his land. Read on. The Most High God land. Go on.
Verse 3, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
Say that again.
And have given a boy for an harlot.
And I will also gather all, and they have cast lots. They have played 4, 5, 6. They have played dominoes. They have played cards. Yasha Allah, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, you know what I'm saying, became a goddamn harlot. Became a card game. A dominoes game. Became a byword and a proverb. And they have cast lots for my people. Mine is the Most High God's people. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Read on, sir.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot.
Say that again.
Have given a boy for an harlot.
Have given a boy for a harlot. Can we go look up the definition for harlot? Harlot. Oh wait, it's a lot of harlots. In the 80s, you had to do the crack epidemic. In the mid-90s, up into the 90s, up into the mid-90s, the crack epidemic, it was a lot of boys was given to what? Harlot, as harlots.
A harlot is an old-fashioned word for a prostitute.
Read on, sir. Read on. A
woman who has sex for money.
Say that again.
A woman who has sex for money.
Do you know? Check this out, and I'm going to, you know what I mean? I'm going to let you know the real. Do you know the people did not want to have sex with that woman, but they wanted to have sex with her son that was selling drugs? We forgot about that? Huh? Did we forget about that? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians? Oh, we want to normalize trauma. We want to normalize the trauma with, you know what I'm saying, with the people who sold drugs to us, who accepted the drugs, the things that we did for the drugs, the things that we did to sell the drugs. Let me get your daughter. You try to say it wasn't perverted, disgusting bastards back then? Huh? It wasn't no pederasties back then, huh? During the crack epidemic. We forgot about that, huh? We want to just bury everything underneath some type of closet. We want to forget about it, huh? Out of sight, out of mind, huh? That's what we want to do? That's what we want to do, huh? Out of sight, out of mind, huh? You want to forget that you gave your son to a pedophile so you could get money, so you could get high. You forgot about that? It's 2026. This happened in 1989. You didn't repent for that sin. Your son is in jail now. Your son is in jail for unaliving 5 people from the trauma that he went through when he was 5. We forgot about this? Huh? You forgot about this? In the Black and Hispanics and Native American Indians community? We forgot about this, huh? We don't, sir.
And sold a girl for wine.
Say that again.
And sold a girl for wine.
No, say that once again, please.
And sold a girl for wine.
And sold a girl for wine is being done right now as we speak. I was there when it was being done. Yo, let's run this train on you. Yo, we're gonna buy you some McDonald's and we're gonna give you some Hennessy. You want that, boo? Yeah, that's no doubt. You can run the train on me. That's what we did. We learned this from these other nation of people, and we did it to our own kind. Tell me if I'm wrong. Whitney Young, tell me Yonkers, tell me if I'm wrong. Detroit, Michigan, tell me if I'm wrong. Compton, California, tell me if I'm wrong. It ain't no fun if my homies can't have none. Tell me if I'm wrong, Snoop Doggy Dogg. Remember those days? Remember those days? Sip on a little wine, baby. Sip on some little, you know what I mean, a little Hennessy. Some Alizé. You want some Alizé, baby? Do you know what what's that dude that had beef with 50 Cent?
Ja Rule.
Ja Rule. Remember what Ja Rule said in the song? I keep him drugged up off that ecstasy. The Ja Rule, why Ja Rule's making movies and making songs now? He's talking about drugging women. Did we repent for that? Did he repent for that? He said, keep him drugged up off that ecstasy. I didn't even know what ecstasy was. I thought it was a drink back in the days. Because I ain't know nobody who took ecstasy. Until I got older, and I was talking to this cave dweller woman, you know what I'm saying, the school I went to, and she said, yeah, it was ecstasy. I didn't know nothing about that when I was young. I knew about blunts and 40s. Selling coke to drug addicts, selling cracks to drug addicts. That's all I know. I did not know my age people were sniffing coke. I didn't know that. A white dog taught me, a white dog woman taught me this. I didn't know that. I thought it was only blunts and 40s. Cracks, quills, what? That's all I know. And I never seen nobody my age took it until I saw her. Salaki, so can you put that scripture back up?
Okay.
Let me see here, where we at? Cast left. For my people,
So the girl.
oh, yeah, girl.
Drink.
Oh, there we go. Salaki. And so a girl for wine that they might drink. How many times we did that? I went to Cancun with Duda Brown, Luke Campbell. You know what I witnessed? I witnessed all types of disgustingness when I was in the world. He was giving women, hey, I would give you 13. I would give you 3,500 if you have fellatio with this man in front of everybody. The whole club is there. The club is way bigger. The whole club is there. While everybody's clapping. I was there. Where was cheering it on? Oh! Where was Mike playing Alcanelli? You know Alcanelli's song. I don't think I can say that, son. You know the Akinelli song? Salakia, sir, I know you know that Akinelli song. Very well. It was playing in the background when he was on RBS. You know that. It was playing in the background all day, every day, especially in the summertime. It was crazy. Oh, man. It put a spirit on. Hold up. Notice it put a spirit on somebody. It put a spirit on us. It put a spirit on our sisters, and it's put a spirit on our brothers and said, we could sell them for that, for a drink. Oh, they're going to do it for that or for a drink. I was there. Then he like, okay, you finish. Let me get a woman to do that to you now. No. I'm trying to say a woman fellatio a man. The man went to the side, and the woman that was giving fellatio to the man got another woman to give fellatio to her in front of everybody. This is Luke Campbell right now, would say he's his righteous man right now. Try to say Luke Campbell, did he repent for that? The dude, the brown Luke. I don't think he did. I look online. Everybody think he's a good man. Nobody pulling his car. He sold his sons for drinks. I mean, he sold his women for drinks, and they got drunk. That's what happened. Salaki Alwan. We're gonna go to Deuteronomy chapter 27, verse 1. We're gonna go to the class.
7 and 1.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the class. Because it says it right there. Let's read the title again. Written
aforetime for our learning.
Written aforetime for our learning. Let's go to the aforetime. Because we did Romans chapter 15, verse 4. You know what I'm saying? What Paul was talking about. So let's go to the aforetime. Let's go to the classic. Let's keep it practical. Go on, sir.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 27, verse 1.
So now, this is Moses talking to Yasha Allah, you know what I'm saying, blacks, Hispanics, and the American Indians, who are the 12 tribes of Israel. That's what he's talking to. That's in the wilderness that just came out of where? Slavery. Let's listen to the aforetime. Let's listen to what Paul knew about. Let's listen to Yahweh Mashiach read and know about. In called Jesus Christ.
And Moses with the elders of Israel.
Say that again.
Moses with the elders of Israel.
No. Moses with the elders of the mixed multitude. Say that again.
Moses with the elders of Israel.
No, Moses with the people, with the other nation of people who came out of Egypt with him.
Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying.
Say that again.
Commanded the people, saying.
Commanded the people.
Commanded the people, saying.
That's what commanded me. I'm demanding you. Saying. Read on.
Keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
Say that again.
Keep all the commandments which I command you this day.
Go on. Israel, because that's the
verse.
That's the elders of Yasha Allah, Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel, you know.
Verse 2. And it shall be on the day when ye shall pass over Jordan unto the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Go on.
That thou shalt set thee up great stones.
Go on.
And plaster them with plaster.
So now the Most High God is bringing them, you know what I'm saying? The Most High God is bringing them to different types of land. Telling them, listen to the, you know what I'm saying? To keep all the commandments which I command you this day. Wherever you go, you want to keep the commandments. Drop that, go to 2081. No, go to matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 7 and 1. Slide. Deuteronomy 7:1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Mhm.
When the Lord thy God shall bring thee into the land whither thou goest to possess it,
Go on.
and have cast out many nations before
Say that again.
thee, and have cast out many nations before thee,
Read on.
the Hittites
Go on.
and the Girgashites
Wait, hold on. These are the other nations right here.
and the Amorites.
Wait, hold on. Was Paul talking about these people that got cast out? Was Paul talking about, because what was written aforetime was written for our learning. Through patience, through the scriptures, we might have patience and hope. This is the aforetime right here. Hold up, these people was getting cast out of their land. I'm reading history. Well, Paul was teaching the Israelites. Read on.
The Canaanites and the Perizzites
Go on.
and the Hivites.
Hold on. What aforetime that last nation that you just read, sir? The last nation that you just read.
The Perizzites.
The Perizzites. Are we reading aforetime for the Perizzites? Huh? What was the Perizzites for a time? We only reading the Israelites for a time. Read on, sir.
And the Hivites and the Jebusites.
Hold on. It gotta be the Jebusites for a time. What Paul was talking about, right? He must have been talking about the Jebusites. The Jebusites was there also, right? So let's read about Bob Gashar. Can you pull up the scriptures about the 4 times of the Jebusites in the Bible, please? It's not there, right? Are you sure it's not in the Bible? Because Paul said was written for aforetime was written for our learning. Because remember, he went to the Gentiles. He went to non-Israelites. So let's talk about the non-Israelites for a time. Let's talk about the non-Israelite for a time. The Jebusites, Baba Shaw. Can you pull up book, chapter, and the verse for the Perizzites for a time? What about the Jebusites? What about the Hittites? Sir, no, you cannot tell me this because my local Christian church said Paul was talking to everybody. Aforetime was for everybody. That's what she told me. You know what I'm saying? That's what she told me. Can you please pull up book, chapter, and verse for the Hittites? So we can have hope. So we can have hope. Anybody? We're talking about Israelites history. We're talking about Israelites constitution. We're talking about Israelite fourways and byways and culture. We're talking about Israelite 4 times was written for our learning. Through the scripture, we may have patience and hope. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 2.
Oh, stop.
7 nations greater and mightier than thou.
Salafi, sir. Just put in the sign-in sheet. Oh no, just go back to StreamYard. No, just go back to StreamYard. Because it's already there in StreamYard, Salafi.
It is.
Yeah, I put it up in StreamYard already. So I'll show you where to click at. Go to StreamYard, and you just gotta click right here. You're gonna pop up. Yeah, like this. See? Still you can put both of them in there. Put on.
You can continue.
Oh, come through us. So now, So now what I'm saying, aforetime, the title of the class, written aforetime was written for our learning. That's the title of the class. We're reading about our learning. We're reading about the Israelite learning. Because that's what Paul was talking about. Who learning? Israelite learning. Other nations think they could come and become Israelites. No, you can't. You could come and be a third-class citizen and follow our Lord's statutes and commandments. That's what you're going to do. Everybody forget. Shalakia, Shalaya. You know, people forget about, that's in Leviticus, that you're not allowed to send to sell to me that you have a farm. Yeah, well, you know, we both have a farm. You're not allowed to sell me a cow that died of its own. You're not allowed to sell me that. But you're allowed to sell it to somebody who's not an Israelite. Did everybody forget about that? Sir. You know what I mean? Sir. In God, you know, in the Constitution of Israel, we're not allowed to use usury. If I owe you $10, I gotta pay you back $10. But if Joe Biden owes you $10, how much he owe you? How much can you charge him? Whatever you want, usury, because he's not an Israelite. Everybody forget about that? You know that spiritual Israelite thing? So your mother owed you $100. You decided to go with my culture and your mom's is not down with my culture. Are you comfortable in charging your mother $300? But my mother is an Israelite. She only has to pay me $100 because I don't have to charge it, because I cannot charge a usury because that's the law. We forget about that. The same way that these spiritual Israelites don't want the curses, but they want their blessings and the salvation. That's what they want. You really think that, you know what I'm saying, Joe Biden going to tell his son to kiss the boots? Joe Biden's in the truth. Joe Biden is a spiritual Israelite. And he's following God's people. He's going to tell his daughter to kiss the boots. He's going to send somebody outside. So he's going to send somebody to his daughter's house to tell her, come over here and trim my lawn. Be my slave. Is he going to do that? Oh, no. That's not going to happen. Slacky, sir. Slacky. You could, oh yeah, you go, you want Deuteronomy 28 and 20, let's go to Deuteronomy 28 and 1. Oh, no, 71. 71, let's start that off that first. See, my time is almost ended.
We just did this.
Oh, we just read that? Oh, Bob Bashar, yeah, do 2.
Verse 2, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7. And when the Lord thy God shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Say that again.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Shalakia, what you want? Verse what?
2.
Verse 2. And when the Most High thy power shall deliver them before thee, thou shalt smite them. When the Most High God will present these other nations in front of you, we'll set it up. When they, you know what I'm saying? When they turn their head and raise their chin, you better snuff that. You better snuff that coward. And remember what he did to your kind. Snuff that coward. Because the Most High God is setting up the environment, the atmosphere for you to be on top. It's get back time, baby. And we're not going to do it the way they did it, because they did it just because. The way they ran into Venezuela, just because. We don't do things like that. We do it because this is justice. This is judgment. You did us wrong. That's what it is. Thou shalt smite them and utterly destroy them. Read on.
Thou shalt make no covenant.
Say that again. No, say that again.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
No. I'm going to vote for president. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Say that again.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
No. I'm going to celebrate Christmas. Say that again.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
No, I'm going to support Donald Trump by invading Venezuela and take Venezuela's oil. Say that again.
Thou shalt make no covenant with them.
Thou shalt not make no covenant, no agreement with them. With who? Other nations. Goyim. Them is Goyim. Gentiles. Heathen. In this context. With them. Read on, sir.
Nor show mercy unto them.
Say that again.
Nor show mercy unto them.
Did America show mercy to the Native American Indians? Did America show mercy to the so-called African Americans? Did America show mercy to, you know what I'm saying, to when they set up, oh man, Salakia one, if I may. This is just, you know what I mean, this is just a thought, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, I thought this. America had plans for Haiti for a long time when they first kidnapped the president back in 2000, what was it, 2002? 2004. When they kidnapped him, that was the prefix of what Haiti going to be done today. I know it because they set up all the other presidents after when they kidnapped him. Remember, you had all other presidents after him. Then this happened. Then you saw what happened on earthquake. It was an opportunity for America to do dirt. And kidnapping children. Salakia one. I don't know if you know this right here. And I'm going to say it because it's big. And a lot of us don't know. Do you know there's a whole atmosphere, there's a whole network for children to get kidnapped? I mean, like organization. It's organized. It's organized, sir. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know if I told you this. Check this out. You have a man and a woman, right? A man and these two, a man and a woman is crazy. I mean, a man and a woman is business people. They breeding kids so pederasty men and women can have these kids. You know there's a network for that? They sell their kids. They breed the kids so they can sell it to these people. It's real. This is a real situation now. I'm telling you right now. You got mother and father will breed kids, will have a kids so they can sell it to somebody who want to make love to A 1-year-old. A 1-year-old. This is real. This is in reality right now. You're trying to tell me, check this out. Look at this. Look at this, sir. Remember that you have peeping Toms? Remember the peeping Toms? They was perverted, right? They had to go outside, look through the window and peep, and then they get caught or knocked out or whatever. You try to say the peeping Tom stop? Oh, it's online now. Or somebody set up the environment for peeping Toms. Somebody going in people's houses and setting up cameras everywhere for peeping Toms. I want her panties. I want his panties. I want to be able to smell his socks. There's people out there like that right now as we speak. This is real. This is real. So they don't have to go outside no more. You see what I'm saying? You got people who set up, you got people, it's business people who set that up. You know, OnlyFans, those set up, the OnlyFans is not only set up like that, it's set up for men and women who love to see little children getting undressed. This is real. And nobody don't want to talk about it. Epstein's Island? How Epstein Island have all these political power hitters at his island to have all these underage people there? That's what happened. Slocky, sir, can you finish that scripture?
Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Read that from Covenants. Oh, covenant the mercy go. Yeah, verse 3. Is it?
Verse 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them.
Oh, neither shall thou. You know who the thou? The blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians shall make marriages upon these nations. You know what fake Israelite group says? Yo, whatever I read in verse 3. No, Salakia. Verse 1. Those are the only nations I'm not allowed to sleep with, but I can sleep with other nations. You know that's what they said, priest? This is how disgusting they are. They always wanted to make love to a Chinese woman. You see that? Well, I could read in the Bible and I don't see their name on it. Man, you know when I say, you know what I'm saying, whosoever, they understand whosoever, which means only whosoever in Yasha Allah, but they don't understand when we make the example of the parasite, the Gadasite, you know what I mean? The Canaanites. They don't understand that concept. Go ahead, sir.
And the reason is that, you know, this law has a spirit to it.
That's right.
It mentioned those 7 nations because these are the 7 nations that were round about us at that time. Mm-hmm. But when you go into the book of Nehemiah or you go into the book of First Esdras, mm-hmm. you will see that the nations, you know, varies. Like you mentioned the Moabites, mentioned the Edomites, because the spirit of that law is to not sleep with any other nations. So if you are around Africans, like we were at that time, most I say these 7 nations, don't sleep with them because those 7 nations are around us. Mm-hmm. So if we move to a different land, then we got other nations. You know, the law still applies. Just because Deuteronomy didn't say the Moabite or the Edomite does not mean now you can go and sleep with Moabite and Edomite. The spirit of the law is to not sleep with anybody outside of your race. That's it.
Oh, most correct. And you dropping it so heavy. And I the water for that. Because you are right. Don't you dare creep. Everywhere we go, don't be creeping outside our camp. That's what you know what I mean? And that's what it's saying. At this moment in time, these are the people who's about you. Don't sleep with them. You go over here. You're not allowed to sleep with these other people. You know, that's practical. You understand what I'm saying, sir? That's pretty much goddamn practical. You know that, okay, I'm only allowed to sleep with my nation. End of the story. Well, no, it's not against the law. I can read in the law. Come on, man. Everywhere you go. You know what I mean? Is this Moabite? I mean, is this Ammonite your nation? No, don't sleep with that nation. Because look, in the next verse, this is what the Most High God, our power said. Read on, sir. Verse 3 again.
Verse 3, neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son.
Go on.
Nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son.
Verse 4.
Verse 4.
This is it right here. This is the reason why.
They will turn away thy son from following me.
Say that again, sir.
They will turn away thy son from following me.
Read on.
That they may serve other gods.
Right.
So will the anger of the Lord be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly.
Goddamn right. So this is the reason why we don't do it, because we're doing it now. What brother that's married to, you know what I'm saying, another nation, he took on their culture? I see it all the time. Sir, Salakia. A few years ago, it was a brother that was married to an Edomite woman. He told that Edomite woman that, every day I'm going to this job, they make fun of me because I'm black. They make N-word jokes. You see what I'm saying? They make color jokes. And I hate it. What type of comfort that Edomite woman going to give him? Every day he coming home to his wife. And he's telling her what is going on in his slavery. You know what that brother did? This was a few years ago. You know what that brother did? He went back to his slavery and unalived those people. Then he unalived himself. What comfort was she bringing to him? There's racism at my job. What, you know what I mean? What comfort are you going to give me? That a Haitian sister cannot give me. What comfort that you can give me that a Mexican sister cannot give me? She know what's up. She on the goddamn, you know what I'm saying, on the parkway at exit 132 selling goddamn mango slices in the winter.
With her 4-year-old kid.
With a 4-year-old kid that's trying to sprinkle a little something. Come on, this is. You know, that makes me so goddamn sad, man.
See it all the time.
All the goddamn time. You be like, why the kids is, what the hell, man? That's you know that we not only in captivity, you know what I mean? We are God's chosen people. We are God's chosen people. And that's what we're about to read Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. Let's go there. What time do we have? Oh, okay, we got 20 minutes. Let's get Deuteronomy along.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28,
verse 1. We're going to go all the way down. Yeah.
Verse 1.
Yeah. We're going to go to the class.
And it shall come to pass.
It shall happen.
If thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
What was written aforetime was written for our learning. Do patient and do patient.
That we through patience.
That we through patient. The scriptures might have hope. Might have hope. This is aforetime. We reading aforetime for the Yasha Allah. That what Paul was talking to what? His brethren in Rome. We don't say.
To observe and to do all his commandments,
Say that
which
again.
I commanded this day.
To observe, to do all his commandments. You know what observe means? Order. To observe, to see, to do it. Read on.
And to do all his commandments, which I commanded this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
With what? Would do what?
The Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
If I stop making whores out of my daughter, what the Most High would do? Will set thee
on high above all nations.
Oh, if you know, if I, you know what I mean? If I follow the Lord's statute commandments, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans will be set on high above all nations upon the earth. Read on.
Verse 2. And all these blessings shall come on thee.
Say that again.
And all these blessings shall come on thee.
And all these blessings, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, 12 tribes of Israel, will come on you. Read on.
And overtake thee.
And what?
Overtake thee.
You know that Christian church always said that blessings and salvations. It's a difference between salvation and blessings. If we follow the Lord's statute commandments, that's a blessing. You know what our blessing is? When Yahweh Shah Mashiach cast out that demon out that Greek woman's daughter, that was the blessing. I'm gonna cast out this demon out of there. Our blessing is what? To be set on high above all nations upon the earth. When we do it, you see what I'm saying? See the difference between our blessings? Our blessing is rulership. Her blessing was, I'm just going to help your daughter to get over schizophrenia. Read on.
If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Thou shalt listen to the Most High God, our power. Read on.
Verse 3. Blessed shalt thou be in the city.
Say that again.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city.
Queen. Say that again.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city.
Detroit. Say that again.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city.
No, Compton, California. Say that again.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city.
Read on.
And blessed shalt thou be in the field.
Oh man, blessed thou shalt be in the city. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Mexico could be blessed in the city, blessed in the field. If we listen to the Most High God, if we stop, stop trying to think like a Blanquito. Stop thinking about that, oh, he's black, he's not one of us. That's white people talking points. When did an African American stop a Mexican for voting? When did an African American start lynching Mexicans, in history? When did African Americans say, I hate Mexicans? Who taught us this? Stop thinking like a white man. There's no beef between the African Americans and the Dominicans. There's no beef between the African Americans and the Mexicans. There's no beef between the African Americans and the Puerto Ricans. There's no beef in the African Americans and the Venezuelans and the Haitians. Who taught us this? Read on, sir.
Blessed shalt thou be in the city, and blessed shalt thou be in the field.
You got damn right. If we follow the Lord's statute commandments, follow with the Most High God, our God, Blacks, Hispanics, 12 tribes of Israel, God, we be blessed in the city, blessed in the field. Read on.
Verse 4. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy ground.
That's what will happen. If we follow the Lord's statute commandments, if we apologize to our brothers, if we apologize to our sisters, if we say we're not going to unalive our brothers anymore, we're going to feed the poor, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure that we are right, we're going to be blessed. You're going to say, Blessed shall be the fruits of thy body. You know what the fruits of thy body means? Do you know what the fruits of thy body means? Blessed be the fruits of thy body. Whatever you do, wherever you bring forth, your sons, your daughters, our sons, our daughters, our kinfolks will be blessed. We're not fighting with our daughters and sons. We're not fighting with our cousins and mothers and fathers. We're not giving our body, you know, we're not getting our body when Luke Campbell or Uncle Luke say, do the brown, and we're going to sell our body for $10. Blessed shall that be the fruits of thy body. We don't.
Blessed shall be the fruit of thy body and the fruit of thy ground and the fruit of thy cattle, the increase of thy kind and the flocks of thy sheep.
So wherever we go, if we throw seeds on the floor, it's gonna grow. It's gonna be a blessing. Our cattle gonna be a blessing. We got sheep. We got bulls. We got cows. It fold 50 folds. We can have the buffalo roaming the Midwest again. That's the blessing. You know what I'm saying? You know how oppressive unalive all the buffalo in the Midwest when they try to unalive the North American Indians. That could flourish again. The cattle could flourish again if we follow the Most High God. Read on, sir.
Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
Say that again.
Verse 5. Blessed shall be thy basket and thy store.
We sell business. Now the basket that collects money is blessed because we follow the Most High God. Because we know that we are God's chosen people. That we know that we are the sons of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. We know that we ain't making a covenant with these other nations. We're not marrying these other. We are in family. We are doing what the Most High God said for us to do. Now our basket that collecting the money. Now we have, you know what I mean? Now the money is being collected. Now we're doing what we're doing, and we feeling great behind it. We don't.
Verse 6. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Oh man, this is what I need right here. This is what I need right here, priest. And you know, man, for me, when I go home in my rib, I want to be blessed when I go to that. Like when you feel good going to the house, you're comfortable. You get something to eat. You kick up. You relax. Blessed when you go into the house. Blessed. Everybody's chilling. How your day was, son? How your day was, daughter? Your wifey, how your day was? Everybody's chilling. You know what I mean? Yo, check it out. Check it out. You know, I don't know this happened to you. Cause when my moms and pop was dancing, you know how that made me and my brother feel when we see our moms and pops dancing on the dance floor? You know what I mean? You're like, oh, you know what I mean? That feels good when you see your sons and daughters watching their mother and father dancing on the dance floor. Or you know what I'm saying? Or the son's like, come on, mom, come on, pops, I want to see that. But that's a good thing. You see what I'm saying? That's a good thing. That's a blessing. Like, oh, you know what I mean? People, we don't see that when we go into the house. When the sons and daughters see their mother and father holding hands, see their mother and father kissing, like, oh, come on, pops. I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? But the thing is, they do want to see that. You see what I'm getting? They do want to see that. Blessed, it says it right here. Blessed shall that be. Oh, Shalaga. Shalaga.
Verse 7. The Lord shall verse 6. Yes. Blessed shalt thou be when thou comest in, and blessed shalt thou be when thou goest out.
Yeah, wherever we come in, we're going to be blessed. Wherever we go, we're going to be blessed. Wherever we go out, we're going to be blessed. You kiss your rib on, you know what I mean? You kiss your rib on the cheek, you know what I mean? Hit it on the backside. You pick your son up, yo, what's going on, man? Yo, go to school, handle your business, and I'll catch you, you know what I'm saying? I'll catch you after school. You know what I mean? I'm going to pick you up after school. You tell your, you know what I mean, your niece or your nephew. You know what I mean? Yo, check this out, you know what I'm saying? You handle your business. I come pick you up after school. Then we're gonna, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go to the pizza store. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go get something to eat. It's all good. Yo, check it out, yo. What you know what I mean? You call your nephew up. Yo, what you doing, man? Yo, I ain't doing nothing. Yo, I'm about to come through. Yo, let's go to the diner and get some food. You hungry? Yeah, I'm hungry. Yo, that's a blessing right there. That's a blessing on the family thing. That's what you know what I'm saying? That's what we remember. Because that's what I remember when my brother did that to me. When my father did that to me. That was big. Yo, oh, what you doing right now? Oh, no, your pops, son. I ain't doing nothing. All right, cool. Yo, let's go out and go, you know what I'm saying? We'll get something to eat real quick. With your pops, with your moms, with your uncle, with your aunts. That's a blessing right there, man. And check it out. You know where that blessing going to be also? With your son's friends. You see how that happened? With your son's friends. Oh no, I'm chilling with Leon. Oh, all right, cool. Tell Leon, you know what I mean? Tell Leon to come through. We about to go get something to eat. Leon, remember that? That's the blessing going in. That's the blessings coming out. We don't want something.
Verse 7. The Lord shall cause thy enemies that rise up against thee to be smitten before thy face.
Oh man, this is what we need. Guess what? Guess what we doing, priest? Salaki, I don't want. That's what we doing. We in the house playing some good Haitian music. We dancing. You see what I'm saying? We getting the black rice. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The pickled onions. We laying it down while we enjoying our family gathering. The Most High God is giving Joe Biden boils. You see what I'm getting at? It's saying, you know what I mean? Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump is in the hospital while we at the Passover. At the Passover. You know what I mean? That's what we're doing. While the Most High is looking over us and smiting our enemies. While Venezuela is getting their oil back. You know, Hugo Chavez wanted to share the oil with African Americans when the oil prices went up. You don't remember that, sir? Yeah, Hugo Chavez wanted to say, hey, we want to give African Americans some oil so the heating prices who own homes. Cause remember, Getty's gas station was Venezuela's oil. That was Getty's gas station. You know what I'm saying?
They shall come out against thee one way.
So wait, say that again.
They shall come out against thee one way.
The Lord shall cause thy enemy that rise up against thee, Israelites, to be smited, to be cut down, You know what I mean? To be punched in the face, to be knocked out, to be kicked in the face before thy face, before your face, Israelites, and they shall come out. Read on.
They shall come out against thee one way.
They shall come out against you one way. Read on.
And flee before thee 7 ways.
Oh man, they was 1,000 deep. You see what I'm saying? They was a, you know what I mean? There was a 12,000 deep. They was 20,000 deep. Now they've been scattered. They came in one way. They came in the door one way. 20,000 deep one way. Now they being scattered all over the place. They're scattered like roaches when the lights come on. That's what the Most High said. That's how we will be blessed if we follow, if we hearken to the commandments of God, our power. You know what I'm saying?
Verse 8.
Yeah, I see it right now.
The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses and in all that thou settest thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
So whatever, you know what I'm saying, in our storehouses, ain't nobody going hungry. Yashikar, you need some food? Oh, I got the food. You know what I'm saying? Simeon, yo, you need some food? Oh, I got some food for you. I got more than enough. I had a blessing in my field. You see what I'm saying? That go back to the blessing in the field. Oh, I have more than enough. Paratazar. Oh man, I know you don't eat meat like that. Yo, I got some mixed vegetables for you. You can lay it down. I got some bean burgers for you, Paratazar. You can lay it down. I got more than enough. You see how that goes? Right there. All right, cool, man. I'll be over there in a minute to pick up those vegetables, because you know how I lay down the vegetables. It's all good. The storage house. Nobody's going hungry in the land of Israel. Yasha'Allah. Nobody's going hungry in the land. You know what I'm saying? In the land of Benjamin, because Haiti going to hold them down. They had a good harvest this year. It's so much food to go around, we don't know where to get it. I mean, we don't know where to put it. We're going to store it. We're just going to party because it's a great harvest. This is what's going on. This is the blessing for the 12 tribes of Israel. It was written for Aforetime, was written for our learning. This is our learning if we hearken to the Most High God commandments. Read on, sir.
Verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord shall command the blessing upon thee in thy storehouses and in all that thou settest thy hand unto. And he shall bless thee in the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
Go on.
Verse 9. The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
Wait. Read that from the top again, sir.
The Lord shall establish thee an holy people unto himself.
The Lord shall establish you an holy people unto himself. Oh man, that's a cut right there. That's a, you know what? I don't know. I don't have to pull Deuteronomy 7 and 6. I can pull this right here. The Lord, the Most High, shall establish you, Israelites, and holy people unto himself. Israelites. Not the mixed multitude. Once we hearken to his law, statutes, and commandments, establish the foundation. the beginning, the chosen seed. That's who is Yasha Allah, that Wadash people. Set to the side. Set to the side. We don't.
God.
Yeah, I see.
The Lord shall establish the unholy people unto himself, as he hath sworn unto thee, if thou shalt keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and walk in his ways.
So the Most High God has sworn to us, sworn to blacks, Hispanics, and Americans, to the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, oh man, you took it down? So you're right here, stop here. Read that again. Deuteronomy 28. I'll just pull that on. That'll be my last scripture. Pull that up again so I can read it. The Lord, oh no, so and hold on. Oh yeah, that's it right there. And the Lord shall establish the Israelites and a holy people, a separate people who are a special people, Israelites, unto himself. Himself is the Most High God, our power, the Israelites' power, the Israelites' God, not the mixed multitude God, not the, you know what I'm saying, not the Ammonites' God, not the Moabites' God, not the Egyptian God, not the Canaanites' God, not the Hittites' God, not the Japhites' God, not the Hamites' God, but Israelites' God, as he had sworn unto the Israelites. Only the Most High God made a covenant with who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Passed on to what? The 12 tribes of Israel. If thou shalt keep the commandments of the Most High, your power, thy God, and walk in his ways. No more crying. No more hunger. No more enemies. While we dancing and enjoying our feast days, our enemies is grumbling like some goddamn pigs. That's the blessing for Yasha, for the 12 tribes of Israel. And the only thing you have to do is come back to the Most High God. What was written in Aforetime was written for our learning. This is our learning. Venezuela, this is our learning. Haiti, this is our learning. African American, this is our learning. We are God's chosen people. And once we realize that we are God's chosen people, then we get the blessing. And we repent for the sins that we did. And with that, I'm Preaching Officer Paratazar from the ISUPK, the Israelite School and University School Practical Knowledge, started for 1 West 122nd Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander Junior Hopper. And since 1969, we've been teaching the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians with Negro and Indigenous descent. What was written for Aforetime was written for our learning. And our learning is what? History class of the Israelites. I would like to say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yah Shalom to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shalom to the sisters. You know what I'm saying? And this is Priest Officer Paratazar. You know, ISUPK under Commander Junior Hana. And I'd like to pass over to Priest and Officer 1000 Yakasol.
1,000.
Oh, Slakia.
Wrap it up for the class.
You know, I'm always saying that. Slakia, for me. I like to pass the class over to Priest and Officer of 5,000, 5 stacks, and Slakia for that.
Correction. No sweat. Clap it up for the class. Sound Christ and going to give one courtesy salute, men of Israel, like Majam, which means to stand. Mela visual Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shabbat, Yajamata. To the sisters, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the sisters. Mela visual Imajim Shabbat, Imajim, Barak, Yahweh Shemar Atam Hashem Yahweh Shabbat, Yajamata. Dismiss. You.